Hello, friends at Pacific Beach Presbyterian. This is our weekly update on what's going on around the church, things that you should know about to keep you involved in the community and to keep praying for all the people in our church. The first thing I need to mention is that last week I said that possibly on July 7th, we were going to reopen the office. Lisa was going to come down, be there throughout the day, and also that the mail will continue on for our constituents that need that kind of service. However, with the new outbreak in Pacific Beach of COVID-19 and in California, in consultation with Lisa, we have decided to postpone that for a little while till we see maybe some different things happening in our community. So the church office, Lisa will not be there starting the 7th, but again, our mail service will continue for those in need of that service. And I believe it's on Tuesday and Wednesday. Neil and Chris Woodruff are handling that process. So that's some new information for all of you. Also, in keeping with that theme of reopening, last night we had another meeting. Grant led that meeting on the reopening, and we had a in-depth conversation with Esther in regards to worship, how worship is going to look, and some various aspects of how the service will evolve. Esther suggests that at the beginning that we have no choir, close contact with each other, and also the expression of singing oftentimes creates more germs in the air and so forth, and she would like to postpone the choir doing anything together in that close proximity. However, we talked about solos and the worship team spreading out, that we can achieve that with relative safety. I believe that we have a mechanism for taking care of the microphones and sterilizing them. Everybody will have their own mic. Everybody will take care of sterilizing them, making sure that things are safe. And I hope that that will work just fine. We also had just a brief conversation about communion, and I know that a lot of you are concerned about how we are going to do that. Well, if you're interested, you might want to go online to cokesbury.com, and I believe even Amazon has these, and they are what they call portable or packaged communion elements. And what they are is cups, just like a normal plastic cup, or like a cream that you put in the coffee, one of those kind of cups. And on top of that cup is a little plastic that goes over the top with a wafer. And the wafer then is removed, and the top is removed from the cup, and you're able to take communion. This is the recommendation of the Presbytery of Louisville, and really most churches are doing just that. Instead of representational communion, they are doing something like this. So we will have communion, and we can do it very simply and very safely with these portable or plastic cups and disposable cups. So I wanted to let you know that we'll be able to have communion in some form or fashion. The next thing is a little bit tough. We were informed by Amy Jones, our preschool director, that last week one of her teachers was tested with COVID-19. There is a county protocol, health organization protocol on how to deal with that. So teachers were tested, and even our Chris Woodworth was tested, being that he's involved over there with the janitorial or taking care of the needs of the teachers over there and the things that they need. So Chris got tested, and he'll know very soon about the results of that. They have done a complete sanitizing of the area, both rugs, walls, anything that the kids would touch. We're keeping all of the kids separate in their classrooms so that this classroom does not involve themselves with this classroom as before, out on the playground or something like that. So we're trying to be as safe as possible, and according to the county, if things go well, the reopening of the preschool is very, very soon. That we've done everything exactly to protocol and to the satisfaction of the county, in which Amy is subject to. So anyway, that's a little bit of bad news, and we hope that the teacher that has contracted the COVID-19 virus will be okay, and that nobody else will be infected. We're praying to that end, and I hope you will too. Now, last week at 11 o'clock, our adult class, we tried our best to open it up with a bang, but it kind of went a little south. Apparently, it was my computer that was wigging out and freezing up and so forth, and it was pretty frustrating. But we have worked out those bugs. I've already been on Zoom twice. It hasn't done that. So I have switched to an Ethernet, which has a stronger signal. And this Sunday, don't worry, if you were frustrated on that Sunday, come on back. Everything is fine, and we will continue on with our study of the parables. And this coming week, it's the study of a parable that we don't necessarily study all that much, and is very peculiar. It's called the parable of Pilate, the tower, and the fig tree. That's what it's come down to be known as, and it'll be a very interesting study. So again, listen to the sermon, read the text, and I'll have questions for you by Friday, hopefully, and we'll be able to have a nice discussion without any freezing or interruptions whatsoever. So, and also, my last comment is about the PNC. The PNC is working ahead. They are now in the process of finishing the mission information form, taking all of that material from the mission study, many pages of material, and putting it into this 3 or 4 page form that goes to Louisville, which then we connect with pastors that want to send their own resume into our church, and they'll be matched up. So they're in the process of doing that right now, So I have stepped out of that process. As soon as that begins to happen, I have to step out. And Mary Elva is leading them the rest of the way. Steve Ritz, again, is chairperson, and he will move them along quite quickly, I'm sure. Steve will be doing a great job for all of you. Now, as far as reopening, we are still in the dark about that. We're going to finish our guidelines for the reopening probably in 3 to 4 weeks. And then we're going to write them all up, submit them to the session, see if there's anything else that we missed against the guidelines that are given to us by county, state, so forth. And then I think it is pertinent that we send it into the COM, the Committee on Ministry, and the Presbytery to look at, especially the clerk of session, so that everybody's on board and everybody feels comfortable with reopening. And of course, we will send those to you as well as soon as they're completed, because we want to make everybody just get excited to come back without the fear that we have missed something that could be very, very helpful in the act of worship for us. So anyway, that's it for the week. I'm going to continue on today. I'm going to finish up another devotion. We're going to have session tonight. I believe the deacons are meeting on Sunday. And we'll just continue on being safe. And we do want to extend our best wishes to George Shoemaker, who had to go into the hospital as well with some water on his brain, but hopefully things are fine. I know that George is home. At least I knew yesterday he was. So our prayers go out to George and his quick recovery. So, all right. Well, be safe, everyone. God bless you. And we'll continue to see each other virtually. And one of these days, I can't wait to knock elbows with you. Anyway, take care and amen.